Welcome indeed, and send your fire, right? Yeah, I mean the musician is here. We'll get to ask him what exactly the lyrics are, so that I don't misapply. But of course, it's the news review, and you know what's happening, right? Once it's a Thursday, the men are in the house. We have the few men. We just have few men, and these are the men that are going to be left, who are waiting for Jesus, the second coming of Jesus Christ. I mean, Dr. Justice Apiakubi is a development expert and also the Dean for Dominion Theological Seminary. He's part of the few good men who are waiting. I hear you have just 46 or something. Sorry, we are 46 or something who will be making it to heaven.
Oh, one died yesterday.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
45.
We'll talk about that. Of course, this is a forensic scientist.
I'm more than 50 years old.
Right.
No, he said the population going to heaven. We are just...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And of course, is Pastor Badi, Pastor Bernard Adi. I'm sure you know him. Of course, if you are first-timers, these are the men for Thursday who will help us get into the issue.
The hottest bachelor.
Oh.
I didn't say it. That's what I mean. I didn't.
Oh, and I'll have time. I'll have time. I'll dedicate some time to respond to all these allegations you are making.
It's an allegation
these are accusations.
Accusation that are you married?
Me of bachelorhood.
Oh, okay. We are sorry.
We are sorry for accusation.
We didn't know that he has done a secret work.
Exactly.
I said my lady is around. You hear from me soon.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
That's very fine.
We are waiting.
Anyways, quite a number of issues we'll be discussing this morning, but I think let's just clear the sad one out. And for me, losing people this way, look, one life is one too many for me, and that's why it has to be taken seriously, especially with these mysterious, unaliving of people. It's very, very worrisome. I'm talking about the burnt body of missing immigration officer, which was found at Kwabenya, right?
Oh, wow.
And that's the young man, the partly burnt body of a 38-year-old immigration officer has been discovered at Aboom Junction near Kwabenya in the Greater Accra region 5 days after the family declared him missing. The frustrated family of Stephen King Amoa, also known as Nana Kofi, lodged a complaint with the Taifa police on July 4th, 2025 at about 4:30 p.m. After several attempts to reach the deceased on his cell phone proved futile. He's said to have left his Jinyami house, Musuku Junction at Kwabenya to meet a friend at a Shawman estate, also in Accra, for a discussion. His brother, Akwesi Amwaku, who confirmed the death to, of course, myjoyonline.com, says Amoa's body was riddled with stab wounds in the chest and neck. According to him, it was partly burnt as he's alleged the killers attempted to burn the body, believed to have been wrapped in a woolen carpet at a spot on the Aboom Abokobi Road. The body has since been deposited at the police hospital mortuary after being identified by Amwaku and other relatives. Before I come to Pastor Badi, who knows him, clues. There's some close proximity. Let me hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm really not going to talk much because I'm more interested hearing what Pastor Badi is going to say.
Yeah.
Because it looks like he really knows the in and out of the whole thing. But I smelled something very fishy. And behind the scene, hearing what Pastor Badi is saying, that it really confirmed what I was really smelling. And it's really sad. It's really sad about what is happening in our country, where now, I won't take the thing. I won't take everything out now.
Yeah.
Maybe I want Pastor Badi to just
in.
pour out first. Then maybe I could say.
So, Pastor Badi, just as you intimated, you've been sharing a lot of the. When he was missing, the missing alerts and all of that, especially with this gentleman. Who is he? And from what we are hearing about the money, the return of some money, if you can share the details with us, we'll be very glad.
So, on Sunday, I was in Kumasi.
Okay.
And I was called that he was missing.
Right.
And so if I could help, and I said, Big man. Why would big man go missing? So they told me about what had happened.
Okay.
So what happened was, there is this guy, Bright. Okay, or let me not mention names.
Okay.
There's this guy who is like a connection man, sort of. He helps people to get visas and other things. And so Big Man, we call him Big Man. Big Man led some people to him to help, for the man to help them. And you pay amounts of money for such things.
Okay.
So they brought the money and the visas were not coming. So Big Man said, okay, it's been a while. Give us back the money. If the visas are not coming, just return the money. Or at least offer some explanation. He wasn't picking calls. He was dodging Big Man. And, you know, if you know Big Man is very hyper in all things. He's not...
Highly inflammable.
Yes. You know, very, very sanguine. You know, so he said, yo, last, just bring the money. Or at least offer some explanation. Why isn't the thing coming? So last week, Thursday, around 8 p.m., the guy calls and says, I have the money ready, so come and take the money. It was an ambush. So he left his house, and you know, the sad thing is his wife delivered just 5 months ago.
That's sad.
Yes, and so she's with her mom, nursing the baby. And he called his wife and said, the guy says I should come for the money. So I said, Charlie, it's late. Why don't you wait till tomorrow? And he was like, oh no, you know how I've suffered to get this guy to even respond. So let me just go and take the money now that I have the chance. The mistake is he went alone. So when he went, from the look of things, they just pounced on him, stabbed him everywhere, killed him, rolled him in a carpet and bent his body. But we didn't know. So if you were watching my status, I was posting his picture a lot. Help us find him, help us find him.
Yeah, I was seeing this all around.
Yeah.
I thought, it was just going to be one of those.
No, it's not one of those. This one is home. He's been here several times on my account. He's come to this church several times to come and visit me. Yeah.
Wow.
So yesterday, we heard that they had found his body, but then the body was burnt. So one person said he was going to go and confirm. And you know, the way his physique is, the way his head, you immediately know. So he was able to confirm that it was him. And this is, you should see Big Man status says he's a very funny guy. I mean, he's so. This shouldn't happen to this guy, man.
So what's the next? I mean, we understand some people have been picked.
Yes.
Some
So that bright guy.
Okay.
He was
okay.
Yeah. He was denying. He said, "Oh, in fact, he lied. He said he had given 200. So the money was 500,000. He said he had given 200,000 to Big Man and had added extra 300,000 for him to keep, and that was even looking for him. He lied straight. He didn't. What he did? Oh, and there was another very malicious thing they did. They used his phone to text his wife and told his wife that, oh, he has taken the money, he's home. I mean, it's premeditated. They planned it. And me, I know that the laws in this country work. So we shall see. That's all I'll say. We shall see. If you won't pay the money, why do you kill them?
Yeah.
You don't have the money. It's a matter of negotiation. He didn't ask for the money and the money only. It's either the money or an explanation at least, because the people are on his neck. You brought us to this guy. You said he was going to do this at this time. He hasn't done it. Bro, why haven't you done it? If you are facing a problem or you've used the money for something else, you're a human being. We can discuss. We can negotiate. You don't want to face the law. You don't want to go to prison. You don't want to produce the money. And you kill me in addition. Whoever he is, and his co-conspirators, they should really watch out. They should watch out.
Wow.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is it. One of too many mysterious killings that are happening
Doesn't make any sense.
around not only, even Africa, you get a lot of this.
It is really sad. It's really sad. I mean, hearing the narration of everything, you can see that it's seriously premeditated. I mean, we can't be prejudicial.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Nevertheless, there are some things. It's pretty much clear. If you are in the U.S. and you see a guy with beer all over here and wearing earrings and lipsticks and is holding another man's hand, you obviously know that it is a homosexual walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it might not be true.
Yeah.
But it's very obvious.
Yeah, yeah.
Similar to the same situation
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
That if you look at the whole thing, it looks pretty much like the guys really killed him. I mean, it was the sad thing is that 5 months old child.
My world.
It is well. It is well.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the law enforcement will do. It opens another, conversation on what must be done in terms of capital punishment and all of that. But I mean, that's a conversation we can have another day. We can have that another day, whether or not we need to return, because then there's also the issue of mercy. I mean, we were having this conversation with Reverend Bafuboni, and he disagrees and says, look, there's always an opportunity. Heaven calls for even the most wicked to repent.
You know, I've never really had this desire to revenge.
Exactly.
Like, it's never really hit close to home like
exactly.
this.
So it is when it hits.
It's very easy for you
to say it. But when it hits,
yesterday when I heard, we were actively searching. Then one call came through. I thought, they are bringing news, only for me to hear that we found him. We actually found his body. I was like, And to find out that this whole thing was purposefully orchestrated to end him.
Yeah, I know. I can understand. I can understand. Anyways,
Soft,
yeah, it is. It is. Condolences to the family, of course, to you, the friends, the family, the wife, and the children, most especially.
The wife is a policewoman, no?
Yes. I think I saw pictures of that as well. And so, our heartfelt condolences indeed. Our prayers are with
The
you.
guys are bold, though.
Yeah.
You kill a
Security,
policeman's husband, and you think that
he's an
As an immigration officer.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Anyways.
And the guy looked fine, not just one pack kind of people.
He's very
built.
How did you know him, though?
It's a long. He used to actually manage my singing group.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So we have a very close relationship. It's not.
Wow. So he sings too or not?
No. He manages us. So he's the one who gets us shows. He's the one who takes the money, negotiates the payments, stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Very interesting. Heartfelt condolences to all of you. Sadly, we'll have to move away from that, but let's see what the future holds for this case especially. Let's go to the next story, the one that hit us yesterday, especially with a certain voting pattern that happened at the UN Human Rights Council yesterday. And it sent a lot of discussions across the airwaves whether or not Ghana is changing its stance on the issues of LGBTQ plus and its related issues. And so after a long of time, I mean, I saw this particular tweet. I mean, this was, I'm sure yesterday, 2:59 p.m. The Mahama administration has not changed its position on LGBTQ plus. And this is the Twitter handle or the X handle of the Foreign Affairs Minister. The official statement from the Minister of Foreign Affairs clarifies Ghana's vote at the UN Human Rights Council yesterday. Ignore the misleading and mischievous reports by sections of the media. And this is what the statement had to say. Forgive me, I have to just quickly read this. Ghana's vote on the renewal of the mandate of the Independent Expert of Protection against violence and discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity at the 59th session of the Human Rights Council. And so the Minister of Foreign Affairs has closely monitored media commentary on Ghana's vote at the 59th session of the Human Rights Council on the resolution of the renewal of the mandate of the independent expert on protection against violence, discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. The ministry wishes to clarify as follows. One, there was no vote on the support of LGBTQ+, for which Ghana abstained, as has been wrongly reported by a section of Ghanaian media. Two, on Monday, 17th July 2025, Ghana abstained from the HRC's vote on the renewal of the mandate of the independent expert on protection against violence and discrimination based on sexual orientation, gender identity. The question before the council was whether persons who identify as LGBTQ+ should be protected against violence, discrimination or not. It was not about support for LGBTQ rights. Ghana abstained in the vote to be consistent with Chapter 5, Article 17 of the 1992 Constitution, which specifically prohibits discrimination on the grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, or social and economic status. The resolution requests the independent expert to continue to report annually on the implementation of the mandates to the Human Rights Council and General Assembly in the accordance with respective programs of work. Continues to say, in a statement delivered by the permanent representative of Ghana during the session, he unequivocally clarified Ghana's position on the subject by stating entirely that, and I quote, I'm still quoting and reading, our understanding of the traditional definition of gender is the male sex or female sex, especially when considered with reference to social and cultural differences. Similarly, sex in our view refers to either of the two main categories, male and female, into which humans and most other living things are divided and used for statistical purposes and policy monitoring. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is very mindful of the Ghanaian public's general opposition and the government's strong stance against the subject of LGBTQI rights and will not act in any manner to undermine this position.
I wish I'm taking notes, but it's okay, whatever comes to my mind. First, they are saying that the vote was actually about something that is in our constitution, that we do not discriminate against.
So they should have voted.
Yeah, so they should have voted. Then why did they abstain? So they went and did something contrary to the constitution. If it's that lie is what he's saying, because I don't believe what he's saying. If it's really true, Koku, that we say that we believe very strongly that when it comes to votarians making Fetridaji, the whole Ghana, they are the best. You know it very well, Koku. You're laughing. Then we go to voting. Me and Pastor Badi argue, and you abstain. It doesn't make sense. You getting my analogy?
Abstinence is the best too. Abstinence works all the time.
Don't go there.
You fire him.
Don't even go there, fire him.
Okay, so that is the first thing.
Right.
The second thing is that when yesterday I talked with Honorable Intim Fojo.
That's right.
And he is talking about even the frustration he's experiencing by, he brought the issue regarding let's file again the LGBT things. He said that's not, for 4 months, that's not even been gazetted, let alone to go through other stages.
Why?
For whatever reason. And even though I might understand, because sometimes I don't want to be fooled by these politicians, because Honorable Intifojo himself won't pick my calls, won't do anything when they were in power. Okay, similar to what happens to me right now with Honorable Sam George. So I understand. These are politicians doing their thing. So you stay on your, one corner and just hope for the best. But I also think that maybe it is because the government want to take the thing up and do it. He doesn't want it to be politicized by the politicians coming to say, achieve that I'm the next Sam George, something like that. So I understand all that. But when this thing happened, we were very disappointed, to be honest with you. Some of these calls I've been getting, I'm telling people that they should wait. It's because I'm getting calls from radio stations, TV stations, calling me about this issue. Okay, and I'm quite really disappointed. And I
have a question for you. In the proper human rights bill, which is awaiting to be passed into law, is it not the case also that is being stipulated in that there must not be violence against them?
Thank you very much.
So if they abstain or even vote for to say that we don't really care whether you
protect them or not,
just don't attack them. So if the vote is abstaining from whether or not, because the thing is,
it doesn't make any sense.
No, wait. The thing about it is that they are voting to prevent these people who engage in this, their rights not violated, or if you like, they should not be violently attacked.
Yeah.
Is that not the case?
Yeah.
So if I say in your own bill, you say, yes, same. We don't want anybody to attack them.
Exactly.
Because it's part of your bill.
Verbal abuse is there.
Why are you against the abstinence?
Yeah, you are even solidifying my point more.
Okay.
So you should vote for either way. You can't stay in the middle. Abstinence means
I don't have an opinion.
I don't have an opinion.
I don't
but
want
you
to
have
say
an
anything
opinion.
about it, but you do have an opinion.
If you vote for right now, it would have been more.
Really?
Yes,
No,
because
it shouldn't.
If you vote for, people could misconstrue this and spin. The spin doctors could.
So why
but
don't
they're
you just
still
vote
spinning it.
against?
No, when you are voting
If
against
you vote against, then you become a violent person.
violent person.
Yeah, Ghana is always known for peace. I remember the time Joy News, they were interviewing me. I said, no, we are not South Africa. We are not the other countries who are going to stone and this thing. And I've always said this, Kwaku, and you heard me saying, and for the sake of conversation, I'll bring it up again.
Yes.
If you hear what they are talking about, they kept on talking about identity, talking about sexual orientation, because when the LGBT gurus had, what do you call this one, a conference, that came out even as a book.
Yeah.
Their number one this is that we let people focus on our identity, not on our activities.
Right.
When you say that we should have, what do you call this one? We should give you rights.
Yeah.
Human right. What is the now? You want to change their human right, but human rights are right to life, right to education,
freedom,
right to all those things. But so if I tell you that you need right to do what?
Right to sleep with whoever you
Yeah.
want. But you already have that right.
And I keep on saying that. Yesterday, I got a listen from some radio station. The 10 LGBT men who sleep with men, women who sleep with men. I said, anytime I hear that, I really applaud the LGBT community. They've done very well to keep on convincing us that when you say LGBT, it is just a man sleeping with men and women sleeping with women, which is only 2 among 49 genders. Where they believe in astrogender, who will just look at the star and just release sperm. Because if you look at the star, then you feel something. Just like you talk about a pansexual is somebody who sleeps with both animate and inanimate objects. These are all part. Now, in the US, they are going all over, keep on convincing people we should stop calling people pedophilians.
We call them minor attracted individuals.
Yes.
Minor attracted person.
And that they have genuine feeling. As I sit down here, my wife is, I'm just a little bit older than my wife. And when I see a very young lady, so of course, you feel attraction. That supposed means that it's a natural thing, so I should go and do it. You see how the whole thing. So they've done very, very well. So making the thing looks like we are talking about men sleeping with men and women sleeping. And I keep on saying this, Kwaku. These people have been there with us. Some of them are our parents. Some of them are our aunties and uncles and whatnot. What we are preventing in this country, it is not so much of even homosexuality. Yes, it is. But it is much more of LGBT. Because LGBT is a movement. LGBT is a movement that has been able to do so well in United Nations and all that. Now, the reason why we are a little bit disappointed with this government is just the fact that...
Disappointment in this particular one?
Yeah.
Because I'm still not clear.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, because if whatever vote I take gives me, yes, of course, a
So I
stance.
better take the right vote. Whatever vote I will take, I'm still going to be bashed. So I better take the... Whether you... So now I'm going to say, oh, fertility is... We the airways are the best in cooking fertility. People will say, oh, Kwaku, because you're an airway. And because of that, I'll say, no. No, then you say, no, we don't think so, that the airways are the best in cooking fertility. Then people are going to say, you are trying to prevent yourself as if that you are so tribal, whatever. And airways are going to bash you also. And so now let me abstain. Ghana is behaving like my friend Yao, Nana Yao, emoji.
Yeah,
where you reach a point and say, if I talk against it, I'll be bad. If I don't talk against it, I'll be bad. And so I'm abstaining. That was a UTV. Yeah. And he said, and because I am protecting my brand. So Sokujeto protected his brand.
So what would you have wished that what?
He should have voted, if it's what they are saying is really true, that it was purely that we shouldn't be violent against...
There was an option like that.
Against homosexuals.
Yeah.
That we have in our constitution, as you said, as is also in the bill, then he could have gone to the other side.
Voted for?
Yeah, yes. Of course.
So the vote is...
It's because I don't believe what they are saying. That is my point. I don't believe that was the main thing.
What's your difficulty here?
No, it's not about difficulty. I just felt like, you see, even with abstinence, the spin doctors are in town.
Mm-hmm. Good.
How much for?
No, wait.
You stand for the truth.
Even if when you're abstaining, you are taking a hit for it, why not take a stand? And you see, whenever you abstain, all that you're saying is that you don't have an opinion on the issue.
Exactly.
But you do have an opinion on the issue. Your opinion is clearly specified by the Constitution, which says we don't discriminate over here. And if we don't discriminate, why don't you say so there? That yes, in our country, but you see, maybe the catch over here is they don't want to weigh in on any LGBTQ-related issue at all.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about it even. They don't want to...
They don't want to take a stand.
So, because maybe they are looking at this as a rope where maybe later on they'll come and say, you are the ones who voted and said that you are going to be for the protection of the rights of LGBTQ people in your country. Why then are you saying you don't want them to be in your country?
Okay.
It constitutes violence. It constitutes discrimination. So maybe that's the angle I'm looking at it from. That maybe Okujeto is thinking, if I take a stand and I say I am against discrimination against LGBTQ people, then it's gone into the records. Later on, when we, the same people, come and say we don't want LGBTQ in our country, because of cultural reasons and whatnot, they are going to say, but didn't we all consent to the thing and say we don't want any discrimination against LGBT? Why are you now saying you don't want them in your country? You are discriminating against them. Maybe that's his angle. Okay. If that is it, then okay.
We know how this mischief can be killed. They should pass the law.
Yeah, of course.
Sign it. It will kill all this mischief.
If they want, we should do a referendum today. And
but they know it.
They don't know it.
Let us
because
have a referendum.
When the bill went, when it went to the Constitutional Committee on Legal and Constitutional Affairs, the biggest memos that have ever been there was, I think, around 80 something. This was 270.
I see.
And even, I remember, some of you might not know this, we even allow the LGBT gurus in Ghana to also come, but in camera, so that people will not know. Yeah, that's how tolerant we were. So it's not like, Goku, I can, you know me for at least for a little while now.
Of course.
We have no some of my best buddies has been even homosexuals. I'm telling you. I know that they know it's wrong. Even with my small church, sometimes some of these people come there. I'm not sure if they are practicing it or not, but I know because, when I come to the homosexuals, there are two kinds, the female version and the male version. In the book of 1 Corinthians, talk about the Malachites and the Arsenokoites in Greek. Okay, the Malachi. So when Paul said that we should not allow blah 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 blah, he used effeminate and homosexual. Yes. One was used as Malachi in Greek, and one was used as Arsenokoitai. And Malachi is those that we call Kujebisia, that their hormones are very distant, very down, and all that. And that's why sometimes people will say, "Oh, is that right? They were born like that." In 1984. More than, I think, what do you call this one? The geneticists did a research.
Research, yeah.
From 1984, they finished it in 2003 and published it in 2004. So you can see how long the whole thing was. They were able to get more than 500,000 different people, and they were able to isolate 22,300 genes. That is where they found even a kleptomania gene. That there are some people, no matter what you do, deliverance won't work, they will steal. They go to court, we put them to prison. That is how we human beings, and even those Americans are. But when they did all that, they couldn't find a single gay gene. Not one. And this wasn't done by black African. You see? And so what they found is what they call homosexual tendency. Hey, do I have tendency to see somebody parking his V8 and then we saw that I have a tendency to go and get it and run if they will not be. So do I have tendency to cheat on my wife? Of course, every day. So I say, oh, anyway, I have a tendency, so give me a break, let me do it. It doesn't work that way. You see, it is because again, I keep on saying this over and over again, Koku. The LGBT is not men sleeping with men and women sleeping with men. It's more than that.
That's right.
It is not GPRTU.
That's right.
Okay? Well, it's not GPRTU or a Greek Teachers Association. No, it is not. It's a movement. Every single letter represents a group of people.
It's an institution.
Well, I think we have dissenting views now. I still feel that. I just still feel that abstinence.
Yeah,
he
still feel that, hey, you people want to trap me. I will not vote against West Fertility, or I'll vote for West Fertility.
I will go and make a stand when publicly we prepare the fertility. And I say, this is our fertility. That's it.
So to cut everything short, the earlier we prepare the fertility, the better.
The better. Okay. Let's prepare it quickly.
Mr. President, good morning.
Yes, absolutely. And Parliament and, of course, all the others who had very strong voices to speak against it when especially the former president never signed it into law, I think, or assented, I think it is time for us to move. There's still time to do that now, and it has to be now. And thank you very much. Well, the time check is 8 a.m. On the news review segment. We'll take a break at this point. When we come back, there's a big one as well. National Cathedral Project not abandoned. The board clarifies. Also, there are some issues coming from the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority concerning the 24-hour economy and their runs. We also have that 24-hour economy discussion later on. So you want to stay with us, we'll be right back.